Hey guys, welcome to DreamCoin, where we show you how to invest for a better tomorrow. My name's Tyler, and today we have some crazy news coming in for MRIN. They just announced some ridiculous new type of stuff that might influence where this is going to go, and also now gives the possibility of an actual gamma squeeze coming into the stock. Before we get into all of that, I just wanted to get into the price action today and see where we were at. Looking at the close from Friday, we had a price of $20.29, and today it started ripping pretty early in pre-market, where it had a high of over $28 before it got into open, and then we opened over $27. It had a slow decline and set up for a descending wedge pattern, and it respected this 2180 support line pretty well, actually, where it was just underneath barely. I had drawn this during a stream where we had set up this wedge live, and it just filled this out perfectly before it ever got to this point. And then it was respecting this resistance most of the time, and then going into close, it actually got a last second burst where this pushed up and closed above $24, which is very nice and a bullish mindset for where we could be looking at this stock going into the next few days. I think with the right attention going into tomorrow, we could possibly be seeing $30 as a peak minimum, just due to the fact that we had 1/3 of the actual volume that came in from Friday, and had even higher prices set for almost the entirety of the day than Friday saw in general. You can see in the chart here that we had a volume of about just under 45 million for the day on MRIN for today, July 6th. But on Friday, we had 121 million. And so this was a third of the volume on Friday and still saw new highs. This makes me bullish for tomorrow. This makes me actually bullish for the rest of the week and possibly into next week if this continues trend, because this is getting to the point where not very many shorts are covering, although some did during the day, it seems. And this is getting to the point where we're going to be looking at possibly sitting over $30 before shorts do cover, unless they start doing it fast. During after hours, Ortex actually updated, and it seems like more shorts came in after hours the way this is set up, and we are now sitting at a 216% short interest. We are up to 21.31 million short shares, and the cost to borrow is just still going up. We have a significant amount of upside looking at the volume and attention that this is starting to get with respect to the last couple of weeks. And we have another new factor that I need to share with you of why this is actually going to be crazy over the next 2 weeks. So on this website, we're going to be looking at the OCC, and what the OCC does specifically is acts as a way to clear and make sure that different transactions dealing with options for many different types of securities actually get cleared to their systems, and they go through on exchange listed options. Now, why this is important is because they list new options each month that they add to a list, and what we're going to be looking at is one of the new biggest options that's going to affect MRIN going into this week. So we actually just got word that they are going to be listing MRIN for options, and that is due to be set tomorrow, July 7th. Now, before, the concern was that options could allow hedge funds and people shorting this to get out of their positions faster, and I agree with that. That's still a risk and something to keep in mind. But what this adds in is there's a lot of people that have not been touching MRIN, and this is due to the fact that they don't have options. You know, a lot of people that play these short squeezes like to gamble. Like, frankly, they just like to gamble and try to go for the lottery calls. And this opens up a whole new different pathway for other people to join in on this. I assume once this drops, there's going to be a lot more people talking about it, especially if the price keeps rising. And this actually gives insane potential for a gamma squeeze as of now, where this is a more likely scenario. We could see over $100 on MRIN, which would be an over 10,000% return from 2 weeks ago. We've also got confirmation from one of our friends in the Discord where they shared a screenshot with us showing Robinhood actually is already showing in after hours from the market today that they are already listing options, although you can't buy them quite yet. It does look like they already have it set up for that, and I would assume Webull would update tomorrow as well. The thing to keep in mind is sometimes when they do listings, it could be delayed a day, so this might not even go in effect till Thursday. But as of right now, on on their spreadsheet for new listed options, they have this for July 7th, and Robinhood's already showing them. So the earliest we could be seeing options start playing into this short squeeze shenanigans is tomorrow. This all opens up a huge new wormhole of possibilities for where MRIN could be going. I do think it has potential to reach new highs tomorrow. That's what I was saying before the options, and I think with the options is going to add a lot more new excitement to it. Even people that are already in it with shares are possibly going to be looking to get options to go alongside with their shares or do covered calls or anything that they're trying to do with those. And so I think tomorrow, especially because this likes to run in pre-market, if we get a strong showing in pre-market, I do think we can see a peak of $30. I think that is going to be the minimum peak I'm going to be looking for. This has been pushing up where it goes up $4 to $6 every time after there's downside from a day going into the next day. And so I think this sets them up to be in a good position for where we look into pre-market tomorrow. And then if we can get even more volume than we had today, considering we had a third of the volume from Friday, then we could be seeing a direction where this just gets really out of hand really quick for shorts, especially now that they are at one of their highest short percentages right now, at the highest prices that we've seen MRI in the last couple of weeks. And then the other thing to keep in mind is that about 85 to 90% of the shorts are still underwater at this point based on the circulation of borrowed shares that have been going through on Ortex. So that's another thing to keep in mind while you're trading this stock. So I'm going to be looking for $30 tomorrow. That's going to be my area I'm looking for. There's potential for pullback to come in with options if they start trying to hedge their position and go down. But I see a lot more upside right now with this, just because I think this is going to give a renewed look at where bulls are trying to play the stock, especially with big money trying to enter in. And from confirmation that it looked like there was about 50,000 shares being purchased by one entity in after hours trading. You guys have been absolutely insane with the support. I really appreciate all of you who have been coming back for the content, especially with my entire coverage of MRIN. If you still don't understand what's going on, make sure you watch this video because it explains everything you need to know going on with the stock right now and why this has such a huge upside potential from current levels. I'm going to be looking to possibly get live streams out each day, at least either during pre-market or going into the market close each day to cover some of the price action on MRIN. I'm going to try to analyze how fast it's moving in each of those and then go from there going forward into the next few days. Other than that, that's going to do it for me in this video today, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.